it good?
It's
Yeah.
very good. It's very good. Like it's really very good. I don't know why my webcam is not light up. Wait, why why my webcam not light up? It should light up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah lor. Then why not light up eh? Light up already. Yeah, Hamilton is a musical. Huh?
Wait, this is 2015. Are they still showing this? Hamilton.
It just came to Singapore.
Oh.
Yes, it came to Singapore today. This period.
Okay. Did you watch?
I watched it before lah on the I watched the like what's that again? I watched recorded version. I watched the recorded version. Yeah, so it's I think it's not bad. I liked it because it's based on a true story. Yeah. Yes. You should go watch it. You should watch the recorded version. I think it's better. Because I feel the lyrics, right? Because if you watch in real life, there's no subtitles. So that's the annoying part for this one.
There's no subtitles.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was so
yeah.
relatable.
Yeah, I know, right? Because some parts, right? Because they have to act in a certain way or they need to speak in a certain way. Then sometimes you can't catch them. You can't catch what they're saying. Yeah. So like that's like the annoying part of in this thing. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So today I went to revisit. So I listened to these sad songs. This two sad Chinese songs. Let me let me find the songs and send to you. Yeah. So one of the song is Unreachable Heart. So it's like about how like this person's heart can never be reached. Like there's no one that this person is going to let inside his or her heart, that kind of stuff. And it's because of certain things happen and all. And then another one is I'm not going to think about you anymore. Yeah, we should have one that we talked about these things. Yeah, so these two songs actually reminds me of this person. Oh shit, I'm getting fucking goosebumps. Yeah, reminds me of this person that was once sort of involved with, and then I think the me back then, right, was 2016. Just for context, the me back then didn't really know how to love myself, and then I was so like, I was the kind that whoever gave me like that kind of attention or like a little love, right, then it makes me, it just makes me want to be a dog, lack of a better word. Yeah, so it just didn't, I just doesn't have a lot of self-worth and self-love. So I kind of just after after I hear these two songs, then it reminds me of this person. Then I went to so I went to read this thing that I wrote her. So there's this long thing, right? So I did a podcast episode of me reading it at first. Reading it at first, and it took me 20 minutes, and it was in Chinese. I don't know how I did manage to wrote that thing back then, and then it was in all like Chinese, and then I wrote this long letter. Fuck me. So after that, as I was reading, right, then I realized like, wow, I was such a dumb person in a way, and yeah, I just feel like I think it's more towards how much I've grown, I guess. Like I'm driven by greed now, greed and money.
Mhm.
Fuck love, man.
Wait, we're
Yeah,
old enough to say that, when you are asked what you like,
yeah,
you don't have to make it complicated. We just like food and money.
yeah. Food and money, right? Food and money and a
Yeah.
nice
If you
bed.
don't have
Yeah,
those,
yeah. Food, money,
you
and a nice
don't
bed.
have those, you're cranky.
I know, right? I know, right? Yeah, which is why I feel like back then when we were young, uh, we were so emotional in a way. So there's this coming of age. Oh shoot, what's that movie? Okay, later I find and tell you. So because right, the gist of the show right is they talk about these four boys, these four like really young guys. I think around
Yeah.
12 to 13, right, high school. I think sixth grade or high school. So they were talking about how like they all went on this adventure, and then there are some drama lah in the adventure, and then these boys are being just boys, like how young kids, young male kids are very childish and stuff, and then like it was actually a flashback in a way, like because there's a narrator what. So like he was saying along the lines of like you kind of have like the best friendships when you're young, because back then like you're not you haven't seen the whole real world, right? So like you're very like in a way very naive, then everything is very beautiful, like the whole friendship is very intense, and then as you grow up it's not like you don't have that kind of friendship anymore like how you
Yeah.
had back then, even though like everyone grew up and then everyone changed, but at that point of time, right, it was really like the best friendship of your lives in a way. Oh, we should do like an episode on this shit, like okay, we need to compile. Okay, so right off react, right, we need to like innovate. We will innovate in a way like we'll be talking about something a bit more different.
Yeah, like certain topic.
Yeah, certain topic. I think it's nice to have a topic for us to react to instead of always. I mean, reading stories are fun. It's just very frillless, no frill, and then we just hop on and then we just read. Yeah, but I think like previously we discussed that we should talk about Friends, right? Hey, I'm into Friends now. Okay, very fast one now. We just touch on some things here and there, then we can jump right in already. Yeah, I'm into Friends
Yeah,
now.
I
Like
know.
yeah, season 4 was really
Friends is
nice.
like, dude, it's like a slow burn for you, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. It
You
is. It
want
is.
it,
Is
and
it?
you know
Is
it's
it?
better later on.
Oh my god, I forgot who's Sheldon already. Okay, I think
Oh,
Friends is good because like I think initially, right, I mean I think this is my point of view, right? Once you get over the cringiness of things, I mean there are certain satire, I mean there are certain like meta, right? It's those comedic meta laugh tracks and all. I think once you get past that, right, innately Friends is a very it's quite a deep show. I wouldn't say like really really deep. It's just that it really tackles um, certain different things. Yeah, and I think they did it quite well. I mean, I'm not sure how. I don't know. Maybe because maybe because of our age, right? When we are watching Friends, right? Because Friends, they are in their 30s, what? They are late 20s, 30s. Then we watch now, right? I feel I can relate it quite well, in a way.
yeah. If you watch, I watched it before when I was in my
Yeah,
20s.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't appreciate some of the jokes. I was like, it's a
Mm,
little bit okay, but blunt or something.
yeah.
And then later on, when I rewatched it, I was like, oh my god, did I miss it the first time? Like, what is this?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, they also have some like sexually related jokes that I feel like younger people won't pick up, or like some people won't pick up as well. Here and there, they have a lot of like this kind of jokes, or like they have some like very quick funny jokes here and there. But I think all in all, right, I feel like as I watch more, it makes me want to root for the characters. Yeah, I think it's quite nice. I'm at season 4, very nice. Yeah. So that when I texted you, that was that few nights, right? Because that few nights I realized like I'm very involved there. I feel very
Yeah.
involved in friends, invested right now because the whole like Rachel going to Ross's wedding and yeah, that
That's so
whole part.
intense.
Yeah, that's so intense. That's so
And
intense. Yeah.
I just want to bonk Ross the whole time on that episode. I was like, what?
Uh, 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 uh. But actually, on
I
the other
wanted
hand,
like, oh my god, dude, what's happening? Why you do this?
yeah, I know, right? And I feel like it's okay. I actually really like how they both have a very still have a very like frenzy, like very friend dynamic. After that, they could still hop on a flight to Vegas together. They were going to find Joey and stuff, and I think the whole friendship, you know, in the show in general is really sweet. Between them. Yeah, I think that was something that
Yeah, but are you about to finish Friends? Like, have you completed watching
I haven't.
everything or?
I am at
Oh, I
season
haven't.
5. Yeah, so I'm trying to watch. Okay, I think it's a good thing. I like to believe it's a good thing because I have been falling asleep much better, so I didn't get to watch a lot of episode. So maybe like after 2 or 3 episode, then I will like I'll like knock out. Yeah, so I think it's not so bad. But then again, yeah, I really do want to have a discussion on a few things, with you regarding Friends because I think because you were also one of the person who recommended me this show, because after Big Bang Theory, right? So like, I feel like the need to talk to you about this because it felt like
Okay.
I mean I don't think I have other friends. I have one friend who watched Friends, but I think that was long ago. When I told him Big Bang Theory, he told me he forgot most of it, and the only thing he remembers was the first episode, where they went to donate the sperm. He's and the funny thing is I don't even remember the
Oh.
first episode. The first episode when I was watching, right, it was so like I don't know. I thought they were trying quite hard lah. In the whole the hospital scene and stuff for Big Bang Theory, but
You know what
I
I
got on
remember on the
after.
first episode?
Which one? The penny?
Yeah, like when they introduced the Penny, it was like, "Hi, I'm Leonard. I'm
Oh yeah,
Sheldon.
then he
Hi,
say yeah.
hi,
Then the whole
hi."
hi. Yeah, the whole high
That was
cycle.
funny.
Yeah. That was very funny. I like that part because it really felt like when you're really awkward, right? And high is like the safest thing, safest thing to
And
do and
then
say. Yeah.
Penny was so nice. Like she ended it hi. Like she's the one who ended it because she knows that they're awkward.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she caught on that immediately.
And I like how like Penny and Sheldon have this really interesting dynamic because they really bonded, throughout the season. So I think like
Yes.
it's that part is really nice. Okay. So right,
I like
without
that
hmm?
Penny was like, yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
No,
safe
I
as
like
safe
that
as.
Penny made Sheldon a little bit emotion. I mean,
Yeah,
close to emotion to people or social
more
witness,
human, right? She
right? And
made him more
yeah,
human.
more human.
Yeah.
And then Sheldon made Penny a little more smarter.
A lot
I mean, she's
smarter.
smart
A lot
already,
smart. Okay, I think she's
but
street smart. She's
um,
street smart, but not like
yeah, she's street
science
smart, not
smart.
like academic smart or yeah. But she can memorize lines like Sheldon's Mimo. So,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a spoiler. Oh, never mind.
Spoiler for young Sheldon.
Oh yeah.
I've seen I
Anyway,
think one episode of one Sheldon, one season of one young Sheldon. We are just talking,
uh,
warming
yeah,
up
sorry,
before
I blurted
podcasting.
it out. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I was so excited. You have to
Hey,
watch
it's
it.
fine, it's fine. I need to finish Friends first. Right now, I'm rooting for so many people. I think Chandler's is quite nice. Like the Chandler and Man, they got really good dynamic as well. Yeah, we're talking about this show called
Yeah,
Friends, and then also
Chandler and Monica.
yeah.
But I don't know if you would agree. I do like who's the other guy? Joey.
Joey,
I
yeah.
do like Joey with Rachel.
Mm.
They have so much potential. Like but they didn't, they keep pairing Rachel to Ross.
Yeah. Okay. I think right. Okay. Initially, when they did the whole this direction, right? I felt that like the Ross and Rachel thing is a bit forced, right? They kind of purposely keep putting them into situations together and stuff, and I think I also know, like, I mean, we watched quite a bit of drama, so we know where, like, they were trying to push the direction of these two characters. But I think it'll be also nicer to explore, like, Rachel's interaction with other characters more, because she doesn't have a lot of other, like, innate interactions with other characters. Yeah, other than like Monica and Ross, and yeah, I thought Phoebe could use more, like, I mean, Phoebe is damn funny, so Phoebe is damn funny. She's like damn annoying, right? But you cannot hate her.
Yeah, she is so annoying, but you can't hate her.
Yeah, she's damn annoying. She's damn annoying. I swear, she's damn annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to save all these, right? For one of the days, we need to talk about this this thing.
Another.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I talk to you, I'm damn excited. Okay. So without any further ado, right? Is it time for us to start on this? Okay, so you actually picked 3, right? So I think kicking my sister out is one of them. And then the dressing up, right? So I think we can start with these 2 first, in the order of things. Yeah. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yes, Penguin. We're doing good. Actually.
I haven't opened.
Okay, you open first. Yeah, Penguin, we are doing good. Actually, we are just chilling lah. And wow, how we are doing is like a trick question, because I think other than, don't sound sad lah, other than staying alive, like nothing much, but
You made it sound like it's so sad.
yeah, it is quite sad. Yeah, other than staying alive, and doing this podcast, not sure I have what going on for me at the moment. Ouch. Yeah, I think doing okay lah. Work is getting a bit busy, and then previously, I think Chile and I, we missed 2 weeks, cause one of the weeks I was busy, and then the other weeks we both were busy at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't manage to get an episode done or something. But right now I think things are a bit more relaxed because we are doing alternate weeks. So like every Wednesday it will be released, and I think it's also not so bad. Like we got time to pace ourselves in a way. Yeah. So I guess but we are exploring not just reading stories lah at the moment. So we're trying to, I think we'll be trying to implement that down the road in Riot React. Yeah. So how's Penguin? Penguin, you always ask us, we must ask you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Penguin?
How's Penguin? Okay, let's hear how is Penguin before we start.
It's like a title of the game, right?
Yeah, like,
How's
how's Penguin,
Penguin?
right? I don't know how's Penguin before we start the podcast.
Man, less busy. Less stressful.
Less stressful
Okay,
is a good
that's
thing.
good.
I would take less stressful. Yeah, how's Penguin? Penguin is doing good. Less stressful is good. I hope like work isn't as, I don't know, don't have as much work, or like you have more work settled or dedicated to someone. Was even the right word to use? Yeah. Actually, you now finish work already, or
I'm on break.
okay, on break. On break until what time?
So have work later. No, actually, I've been doing like offset stuff because my project, I mess up my schedule again because I know I work at night, but the project I'm into was like the time zone is Europe, and
Oh no.
my time zone is as
Oh.
our time zone, so I have to be like awake later during the day.
Always with the time zone thing, right? Fuck, man.
Yeah, that's why I chill now because I offset the time. we have work in the morning.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. And as always, thanks for making time for this, for our
Yeah, of
podcast.
course.
Always very grateful for. I mean, I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it again. Doing this with me. Yeah. Oh, it's responding to you being less stressful. Oh, less busy. Yes, yes, yes. I think things are. I think it's a good stress in a way, if you put it. Yeah, because like my work is more structured in now. It's just that it's very busy. A lot of new condo there. I have to go and settle stuff. I mean, shit still happens here and there, but I think manageable. Or rather, I got used to it lah. Yeah.
Mm, yeah, but it's okay. I mean, EU time zone is like afternoon here in Manila, so
Mm-mm.
sometimes I take a nap in between.
Can you take a nap?
But
Are you
I
supposed to take a
yeah,
nap?
I was streaming the other
Yeah,
day,
yeah, yeah.
and I was doing the name story quest,
Uh,
and I
uh,
fell
uh,
asleep on stream.
I won't be surprised, man, because I always think like it's really hard to function on your time on your schedule, on your body clock. I'm not even talking about schedule now, like on your body clock. It's like you have to like I don't know, you're like living in so many different time zone, and then you still have to manage your normal daily life. Yeah, I think that's the hard
Yeah.
part. Correct.
So yeah, there are project times that I have to like sacrifice sleep, but it's alright. Like after this project, I'd be happy again on my normal,
Oh my
at
god.
least normal to me schedule.
Mm-mm. Well, I'm trying to find this
Yeah.
Nikkei hidden relic, right? Fuck, man, cannot find. Okay, okay, I will
Oh,
be
I still
trying.
have like two.
It resets later at 4 a.m. Okay, so you better do it. Okay, so anyway,
Oh my god,
yeah,
really?
yeah, okay, we,
Oh, I
we, we
haven't
can
logged into.
we can do Nikkei later. I mean, after our podcast, right? We can just chill, maybe talk about friends, then play Nikkei. Okay.
Okay,
Anyway,
sure.
okay. Without further ado, okay, we can get this started now.
Okay.
Okay, Chili, you ready, right? So will you
So
be the
which
one reading? Yes,
yes, the
sister, right?
kick out my sister out of the
Okay, okay, okay.
house.
Ready there? I start
Yeah.
already. I start recording. Okay, three,
All right, let's go.
2, 1. So we are back again in Right Off React, and we have Chili here with us as always.
Yes.
Yay.
Hello.
Yes.
We're back.
Yes, we're back. After, I mean, we took a 2 weeks hiatus because of work, and then we are back right now. And Chili here will be reading us this interesting story. Come, Chili.
Yes.
Yes,
Uh,
let's go.
the story is, am I the asshole for kicking out my sister out of my house for not complying to my house rules? Yes.
Wow.
Oh, sounds like
Intense.
badass.
Yeah, it sounds badass, but intense at the same time.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
So, I, 26F, live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and I was living alone for the most part until last month when my younger sister, 23F, started living with me after my parents kicked her out due to her not contributing to the house. Oh,
Oh my god.
she had nowhere else to go, and she pretty much begged me to let her stay with me. I said that if she wants to live with me, she needs to follow my house rules. She is in her last year of university, so I said that she didn't need to contribute financially, but had to contribute to household chores, something that she didn't do when living with my parents. I I am a clean person and I like my house to be neat and tidy. At first she complied. She kept the kitchen clean, did her assigned chores, and would always clean up after herself. Then recently, around 2 weeks ago, she started slacking. She wouldn't do the dishes on her day, trashed the guest bathroom, messed up the living room by leaving what? By leaving her clothes everywhere.
Oh dear.
And would not put things away. For example, she made a sandwich and she didn't put away the bread, the
Oh my god.
vegetables, or the condiments. It was infuriating.
Indeed.
I work 5 days a week and I'm exhausted, so I spoke to my sister and told her she needs to help me out by keeping my home clean. She just went, okay, okay. My sister did start cleaning, but it was only after I start nagging and being annoying. I then sat her down and warned her that I will be kicking her out if she starts slacking and turning my apartment into a pigsty. I said this is my house and she needs to follow my rules if she wants to continue living with me.
Mm.
Fast forward to 2 days ago, I invited my friends over and I told my sister to clean the guest bathroom and the kitchen and just tidy up the living room because my friends were coming over and I was at work. So I wanted the house to be clean when I got home and I would just prepare snacks. Well, my sister didn't do any of that. When I came home, the house looked extremely messy and it was not like that before I left.
Mm.
Dishes in the sink, food in the countertop, blankets in the living room, and even the guest bathroom was messy. I lost it. I screamed at my sister and told her to pack her shit and
Oh
get the
dear.
fuck out of my home.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I see this is going. I see this going. Okay.
Yeah. She cried and begged to give her
Oh
another
dear.
chance, and I said no. She had one fucking task and she didn't do one thing. We argued some more until she tearfully agreed to leave. We packed her bags and left. I quickly cleaned my house and had my friends over like normal. My parents are on my side, but my relatives are giving me grief for kicking my sister out, and they call me evil and a control freaking asshole. My sister is staying with my aunt as my parents refuse to let her stay with them. I don't
No
understand why
idea.
the parents is not an evil on this, but the sister,
Right.
right?
Right.
So that's the question. Am I the asshole? Well, there are several edits. So should we continue reading?
Yeah, I think we can do like the two edits first, and then we can
Okay.
discuss before we go on the relevant comments and then updates. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so another issue is my sister would hog the washer and dryer. I do
Mm.
laundry once a week or sometimes twice a week. She would be lazy to do her laundry that she would wait until her laundry basket is extremely full and she would take forever to finish. This would cause me to sometimes miss my day to do laundry as she would take an entire fucking week to do her laundry and I did speak to her about this and told her to stop. Of course, she didn't listen, so I locked the laundry closet by purchasing a lock with some sort of rope to prevent her from
Oh
opening and
my
it worked.
god.
She had no choice but to go elsewhere to do laundry.
Mm.
I've also been super pushy with her regarding the kitchen mainly because my kitchen is open space and it's the first thing that I see when I come home. So seeing the kitchen messy is quite an eyesore for me and makes me anxious. As for the dishes, I told my sister I didn't care how she did them, either hand washing or using a dishwasher. I don't care. I want them clean and out of sight, so I did give her some options on how she did the dishes. Okay. Oh, that's a lot.
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, let's just maybe let's just unpack what we have first. Yeah.
Ah,
Uh. Okay, I feel right. To me, I feel siblings as an older brother, I feel siblings as my younger brother is always my soft spot. So like he gets to get away with things that I feel normal people might not have gotten away, but I would have tolerated or let him do things that I normally might not accept. I mean, not that he did, but I'm generally like more forgiving lah, in a way. And I don't know whether is it like because the whole quote unquote family thing, but I feel like it's very I mean, maybe in Asian culture is very stigma to you have to let your sibling or give way to your sibling, be it one way or the other, whoever's older. And I think for her, right, I like to believe that it was really until the point whereby this sister, right, really pushed her so much against the corner to the point whereby she cannot, And I think the sad thing is the sister cried and begged. Because I feel at that point of time, right, you already threw that relationship out of the window. Be it whether you can salvage it or not. At that point of time, you just want this person out, No matter what this person do, right, you just don't want to see this person. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm not sure about how you... so what do you think of this? This thing so far?
Okay. Well, I may not know how would be, or what it feels like to have like a sibling. I don't have one, so.
Understand. Okay, what if I make a mess in your room, in your apartment? Will you kick me out?
Yeah, exactly.
You.
It depends, because growing up, my parents usually take a relative, like similar to my age when I grew up, so just to have a feel like that I have a sibling. But they kind of treated them the same as with me in terms of house chores, so I was often left alone. Like both my parents are working, and if I don't have that relative when I left at home, I usually just do all the house chores. It's actually the other way around. So when I grew up, my other parent was already retired and they're at home, and as to compensate, I was really like, I can say I'm not really that spoiled, but on house chores, since I did that when I was younger, I don't get to do that when I was like older.
Understand.
So yeah, so we're not really that strict in terms of organization at home, but at least you have to keep the area tidy, especially if you don't own the house. I don't get to experience that, but as far as I see my parents trying to nag the ones that they temporarily adopted, they do usually do the chores with me, or alternate. We have schedule.
Yeah, that's really nice of them. Yeah, that's really nice of them, because I feel like
so
yeah,
you are not being asked for any compensation, like you don't have to contribute financially, but since you're staying here, you at least have to do the house chores. So without that, they are kicked out. So I think she did the right thing. I mean, you have chances to do it, but if the person gets fed up for sponsoring you to stay on their home, then, and you're not doing your end of the bargain, then I think it's fair for you to move out.
Yes.
And
I feel like for these, right, because you are in a way, I mean, I don't want to put it in such a ugly way, but like you're actually trespassing into this person's boundary really, because the minute you step into this person's place, right, you're going to be with this person 24/7, and this person, if you make this person uncomfortable, right, you actually would have the right to be asked to leave, in instances like this. And before I moved on, right, I would like to address what Penguin mentioned about, younger sister was kicked out by their parents once, and then she was warned by the older sister. So this is not really the younger sister's first time. I do agree. That's the thing. And the second time is, from the older sister's perspective, she also, includes the younger sister's offense, and I think she knew this thing about her. That's why she emphasize about how she needs to do these chores to continue staying in the house, and to follow her rules. And I feel like it's not that I wouldn't blame the younger sister. Sometimes some people just is very, they do things in a very half-hearted way or half-bugged way, right? That it might not be deemed socially acceptable in certain contexts. Like for example, some people, the way they clean the cups, because I used to work in a hostel, so there are people. I mean, not that I mind. It's just that if I see, because I work there, so if I see there, I just clean. But I to some people, for example, like when you clean that cup, right? Some people, the way they clean it, you know, it's not as clean. You know, still got a bit of stains,
Oh,
you know, that kind of stuff.
oh my
And
God,
to,
you sounded like my other friend.
oh my god, sounded like who? Say come again, come again.
No, so wait, sorry. I'm sorry for to interrupt,
No, 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 it's
but
okay, it's okay.
I
I
remember
would
this
like to
friend.
know. Yes,
We have this saying like if you stay on a house,
yes.
whether friend, relative, or whatever, but if you stayed like for overnight visiting, you don't get to do house chores. But if you're like staying for a longer period, you do, right?
Mm.
And me, it's not my first time staying on their house,
Mm, mm, mm,
but it's just one night. So
mm,
I actually wanted to like help clean the dishes because I didn't do the cooking. So
mm,
I volunteered to have like clean the dishes.
mm, mm,
And I didn't know that this friend actually had, I mean, it's their I mean, it's their first time having their own property because the uh before it was the parents' house, but now it's their own.
yes, 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 yes,
So I
yes.
didn't know that they have that OCD,
Yeah,
or
OCD thing. Yes,
not
yes,
really
yes, yes, yes.
OCD, that when you clean something, you do it yourself. Then they're used to that. Like they've been living alone for a longer period. So even if I volunteer to actually wash
So
the
they
dishes,
wash
I know
after
how
you
I
leave.
wash the dishes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like they were like not. They are not calm about it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I get,
Yeah,
I get.
like you get the feeling like, dude, relax. I was able to clean it thoroughly. It's not like half-hearted cleaning. You can see, and
But
then
Chili, it's not you. It's
when
not you. Nothing you do can satisfy them. No, okay. Just to share,
I
okay. After
know,
you share your
right?
story, after you share your story, I share my story. Okay. This happened very recently, so I
Yeah,
can
okay.
share with you. Yeah, you share finish first, then I share.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So I
Yeah, yeah,
did
yeah,
clean
yeah.
it, and then since I was getting this feeling that I won't be able to convince them, I asked, like, how do you do it? Then you can show it to me, then I'll do it for you like
Mm.
that. So at least whenever I come here, I know what to do.
Mm.
And they gladly showed it, and then I did, and that's how you satisfy them apparently.
Mm. Oh, well, at least you managed to satisfy because okay. So for mine, right? I was serving this auntie lah. She is like the landlord of this house. So she always right wants to clean the place herself. Even like we can get professional cleaning and all. She will still wants to clean the place also, clean the place over. And it's not exactly like she don't trust or something like that. She got this. It's like OCD, right? Then everything must be like she only feel assured if she went through it in a way, you know. I know it's clean already.
Yeah.
Then she clean through it, right? Maybe she doesn't have to clean as hard, but she need to go through that whole motion. Then she feel like okay, yeah. So I feel some people might have issues like this. I mean, we digressed, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's that is something. I mean that's one thing. But the second part of this whole thing is like the reason why I bring up because not all people clean the same. For example, just by cleaning lah, or like no, not all people might think. Okay, so some people might think like when I wake up, I don't have to fold the blankets. I would just throw my blanket to the side. But some people will fold the blanket. I mean, I used to fold, but now, oh my god, you don't want to look at my bed now.
I tried that, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
It didn't work for you.
I don't.
Huh?
It didn't work for me. Like if I'm if I have more time, I usually do that. But recently, since we're cramming always, no, I just put it in the side.
Yeah. That's why because to me, I feel like if I fold it, I'll be unfolding it tonight. So why would I need to
Well,
fold it? Right?
actually,
Yeah.
to make you feel better,
Yeah.
you don't have to always fold your blanket. You know why? It's
Why?
prone to bed bugs. Unlike, yeah, yeah.
Wait. So
Because
if you
it's neatly
fold,
tied.
sorry, is what?
Yeah,
It's not.
if it's neatly tied, like there's no air usually that comes through the neatly folded
Yeah.
blanket,
So it's more prone to
so
bed
it's
bugs.
prone to bed.
Damn it,
Yeah,
guys!
unlike
Oh my god, you're a savior. Okay, I'm this. If anyone gonna penalize me for not folding the blanket, right? I'm gonna shut them up with this. Yeah.
Well, given that you're like regularly changing your life or your day, you can
Yeah.
just set this aside just to air it out. Because you use it the whole, for example, 8 hours of sleep. So if you're gonna fold it, all of those, probably bed bugs around doesn't have enough time to like fly over. So you can put it aside. I don't mean that you don't have to fold it um at all.
I know.
You just
Yeah.
have to like let it air out for a bit, and
Before you
when you
fold it.
have time later on, you can fold it later on. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And also from Penguin, he has a friend, they usually ask him to clean something else while they wash dishes. I think some people are very particular about dishes. I mean, for me, right, if I'm staying in a hostel, then I'm very, very particular about having to wash like my utensils myself, and then before I use it, and then to wash after I'm done, because I think the way some people wash, right, wow, damn dirty, yeah. I'm not a very clean person. I mean, I'm not super clean. I'm not like a damn clean person, but I seen the way some people wash. They are really doing it out of formality, and then they will just then they run the water, then they just put the plate there. Then I can still see some of their food there. How they leave some of the stain, right, for the next person. Yeah, and bedbugs like dark places and are in cracks and crevices. How do I pronounce this? Like a headboard or under the mattress.
Crevices.
Why? I need help,
Yes.
Hey, I have a word that I need help with. Today I was doing a podcast, and then I didn't know how to. There's this. This is a friend of a telescope that starts with a K. How do I pronounce that? Kalalala telescope.
What word? Where?
How do I pronounce this
What
word?
word? Oh, kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope. Yeah.
Come again.
Why kaleidoscope?
I can't. I really can't. Yeah. How do I pronounce it again? Kalalala. Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope. Fuck that shit.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, right, the reason why I said this, right, because that girl that back then I wrote this long letter to back then. Digress again, because she had some accident. Then the way her eyes see, right, under some, like, if the light is too strong, right, it's something like that, like a kaleidoscope. Telescope lah.
Oh, that's better.
I don't know lah. Okay. Kaleidoscope. Okay. So anyway.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, good job to me. I can't even spell that. That's why you see the way I type kalalala. Yeah. So that I mean, we digress for a bit, right? But okay, I feel like for this, right, the sister have the right to kick her out lah. But I feel at that point of time, as much as we all wish that she could ask the sister nicely, I think she cannot do that, because if you do it too nicely, right, also quite hard to let the person leave and let the person understand, right, the severity of this crime. I'm thinking of how to put it, right? Like you, if the teacher, right, just tell you, oh, this is not correct, compared to like, hey, you fucking made a mistake, you better change, bro. Yeah, I feel like the way, right, this is delivered. I mean, I don't have the best example, but I think like she needs to go through this, and maybe on her own end, right, because it seems like she got problems trying to co-live with her own family members as well. So I think it might be something that she needs to reflect upon herself. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What did I do when I was in 22, 23? Well, I'm already working at that time.
Oh, are you working the same job? Like as
same industry, but I was back. Yeah, back then I was juggling from hospital work to customer service work. So
Oh, got it.
can you believe I'm working like almost 24/7 at that time?
I wouldn't be surprised because you're I feel like you're almost working 24/7 because you from the Chile I know, right? You work until morning, then you stream, then you sleep. You wake up, then you either stream then work, or you just
Yeah.
work then you stream. So it's almost
Yeah,
like,
just work
yeah,
and straight house chores
yeah,
and sleep.
correct. Okay, then we can explore the extra comments, right?
Okay.
Okay. Before we move on, Chili, do you think that she is the asshole as of now?
No, I still think she's okay.
Yeah.
She's not an asshole.
Same.
It's the right thing to do.
Okay, I feel like she has to be the asshole. Because if she doesn't be the asshole, right, the
Yes.
system might not learn. I mean, at this point. Yeah, of reading. Okay, let's touch on the comments. Let's go, Chili. Yeah.
Relevant comments. Okay. Commenter says, not the asshole. Well, we shall see how they feel when your sister posts the same thing at their homes. Are they all sending harassing messages to your parents as well? You did the
Okay.
right thing, OP. Hopefully she will start to change. And then OP said, not really harassing messages, but relatives has been asking my parents if they could give my sister one more chance to stay with them, but they're refusing. Good on my mom and dad.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel so
Said
sad.
commenter.
Yeah.
What ESH? I don't know what ESH means. Well, it's your house and you set the boundaries, but it seems like a normal, non-malicious amount of laziness to me. If someone asked me to keep a house that clean, I would put it in the too hard basket and leave of my own accord. Locking the laundry is a little bit nuts and would scare the fuck out of me. Your sister may be stressed from studying or maybe has something else going on. Seems like someone who needs nurturing. I don't think you should live together but be supportive as you can manage.
Okay, I think it makes sense. It makes sense because I think the reason why this person mentioned. Okay, anyway, ESH means everyone sucks here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I think it makes
I
sense.
didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know as well. I went to Google. Yeah.
Okay, that locking the laundry is a little bit over, I guess. Because I don't know, what's your hardest chore? Me doing the laundry. I rarely do the laundry. I did back in the college because I need to like make sure my white uniform is really white, so I had to do that myself. Yeah,
You know the only
that
yeah
I'm really OCD.
for you, like the laundry, right? When it comes to
Yeah.
laundry, I only do the laundry when I'm traveling. So I'm a lazy bum at
Oh.
home, relying on my mom, my aging mom, to wash my underpants for me.
Hey, you know what? Oh my god, cringe.
Cringe. Okay, no lah. So usually, we all Asian. We paid our parents ma. Help us wash clothes, okay, and cook. Okay, so for Asian, maybe Singaporean lah, like the parents will do mostly lah. The parents or the helper will clean laundry, and then we have to take care of our room lah. Our room is our own domain. So anyway, I'm not the best lah. I'm not the best child in the household. But I feel like okay, when I'm traveling, then I did my laundry. But I also understand like okay, for this person or this sister, I think that okay, I'm not sure do they even went through the stage whereby they talk this out before even, because they felt like the elder sister, the OP, right, have to go through like this extreme means to communicate with her, like to tell her no means no, cannot means cannot. So I think it's not so it's not
I agree.
it's like the younger sister brings out the worst in her. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. That's why you see I spoke to her many times, right? Then she'll do the opposite of make things worse. You see, it's like pushing this sister, right, to this corner.
This is not so Asian, I think, because
Yeah.
if you're still studying and let's just say you don't really that contribute to the house, but you're still studying. Asian people wouldn't exactly kick out their child because they're studying. They
Mm.
might be like undergoing other things and they're not adult enough to handle such things or
Mm.
like that. So I I think yeah, this is very Western
Yeah,
this scenario.
correct. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe we can go through the updates then. From here, then we see how it is.
Okay.
Yes.
So, update one. Mom
Yes.
called me about 20 minutes ago, telling me that she wants us all to meet sometime this week
Mm.
to have a talk with my sister about her not following house rules and perhaps see why she acts so defiant when it comes to following them. My aunt also called me explaining that she can't have my sister stay with her for long because
Mm.
there's just no room. My aunt has 3 kids and there isn't room for my sister, so she will also be coming over this week so we can all have a chat and figure out a
Boo-hoo!
solution together. So, yeah, I have no intentions on letting my sister stay with me again, and neither does my parents. My aunt is letting
Nice.
her stay with her in the meantime.
Mm.
Oh, I know now why the aunt actually
Yeah, the aunt
is
is trying to,
okay with her staying.
because it's not a permanent thing.
Yes, and at the same time, she's used to because she has like three
Yes,
kids.
that's the thing also. I was about to say like, I mean I don't want to judge, but when you get a certain number, right, like three, right, what's four? Like you get 4 kids, right, what's five?
Mhm.
Maybe one and two,
Yeah,
right, is
exactly.
like a threshold, but once you have 3 kids, right, it's like you can take like a certain type of hectic. Okay, so anyway, I think we can move forward to the 3 weeks later post. Then we see how is it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So,
Let's see if there's nothing really. Okay, we can
right.
wrap up after the 3 weeks
Yeah,
later.
so,
Mm.
yep. So, 3 weeks later, the first thing I did, despite everyone's warnings, I went over to my parents' house to talk with my aunt and my sister come up with a solution as my aunt did, saying my sister couldn't stay long term as there isn't any room. We talked and surprisingly my sister followed my aunt's house rules. She cleaned up after herself and she even bought groceries
What?
when my aunt said
Okay.
she didn't need to do that. My sister apologized to me for giving me a hard time and not keeping my apartment clean when I'm gone at work. She admitted she was just too lazy and didn't think I'd be that angry to the point where I'd kick her out. I accepted her apology. That's when my aunt asked my parents if they'd be comfortable letting her move back in with them as my sister is no longer welcome to stay with me. My parents said they did some thinking. They are willing to let her stay under one condition. She needs to contribute and not just with household chores. She needs to start paying rent and after she gets a job, she needs to start looking for places of her home. My sister has a part-time job at the university, so she agreed to my parents' condition. That was a couple of weeks ago. Now, I was over at my parents' house an hour ago for lunch and my sister had improved. She
Wow.
doesn't leave her clothes in the living room and cleans up after herself. I asked my parents about that, and they said another part of the condition is if she made a mess or didn't clean up after herself, she will have to pay a fine, which is $5.
Mm.
Since my sister wasn't willing to spend so much money knowing she would be charged with fines if she didn't help keep the house clean,
It's so
that
cute.
was when she started being a bit more responsible.
Yeah.
I guess the only way to get her to clean is if you charge her with a fine, lol.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that was really nice.
I think it was a nice way to go about it because we wouldn't have thought think about this, right? And I think like now the parents was like, damn it, how I wish you made a mess. Okay, okay. I think you can wrap up our last 3 sentences, then we can like finish up this. Chili, chili.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Well, actually, that's it.
That's it. Okay. Yeah. There's no
Yeah,
drama, and
that's
then
it.
yeah, I think. Yeah, I think that's the
Yeah,
end.
no drama or
Yeah.
problems. That's the end. I think my sister wasn't really happy at first about having to pay rent or financially contribute, but she agreed nonetheless, and that's what matters. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I
Best case scenario, I guess.
yes, it is. It is, and it's really like what I mean, Pinky also mentioned, like the parents did a good job by setting boundaries and outlining productive and progressive ways to slowly help her become an independent adult. Oh my god! Thank God my parents never fined me last time. Now I no money.
Oh my God. I
Wow.
don't think that's a problem in Asia because once it's a common thing here that if you still live with your parents,
Yeah.
you don't own the house, you still help and
Yeah.
contribute, whether it's house chores or money or both.
Yeah, correct, correct.
Unlike in
For
other
Asian,
countries, it's
yes.
not right.
Yeah.
Asian people is so used to this.
Terrible Asian life. So right now I have to pay for my utility bills, pay for my aircon. So now we have a dog, right? Then the dog gets more air condition than me. So I have to pay for that as well. Then pay for the food in the family. And then when they see they want to eat make breakfast, okay, then I have to take my app and let them order. And then who pay? Lim pay. But okay, I think I'm happier paying now. I mean, if it's me last time, right, when I was more immature, right, then I would have thought like, oh, I could have used
Mm.
that money to travel and all. But now, I think I've came to a point whereby I love to take care of my family lah. I mean, I'm not saying this because my mom is pointing a gun at me.
Oh my God, Emmy, send help.
help, Chili, help me. November, right? Please help. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I think as I grow up, I enjoy spending more time with my family, and also I enjoy taking care of them. I mean, they used to wipe my shit, so I mean, not that I have to wipe theirs. Thank God, not yet. But I'm happy to like do something for them, and yeah. I think that's that. Instead of fine, Emmy's penalty is no access to credit debit card and 5-star game. Oh, I'm okay with the credit card. I need my 5-star game characters in Nikkei.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think Chile, you highlighted a really interesting thing because right, I think if we were agents are reading these, right, we would have think that it's quite, I wouldn't say ridiculous, but we might find it harder to relate to because in our household, like our parents are like the god of the house, because we are still under, and then the boundary for us to defy our parents is very small. I mean, maybe for Asians, like our skill set is not. Our skill set is like never built. Our skill tree until we move out of the house. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think you bring out a really really good point. Yeah. And
Yeah. Well, I have my own place now, and I still feel that sometimes my mom is doing all the things because it's not because I'm not helping. It's because they're used to it. Like
oh, I think that happens.
even if you
That
tell them
happens.
like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, like I think it's the parents' will to do it for their child.
Yes.
Sometimes it's very high
Mm.
desire in Asian
Mm.
parents. Yeah.
And for Asian, right? I'm not sure if you know about this. My parents used to cane me. You know.
Hmm? What do you mean?
My parents used to cane me. Let me show you this 5-star weapon my mom used to have. You know this stick, this brown stick. So whenever I do
Oh my
something
God.
wrong, right, or when I finish the quest, right, it's not 3-star, right? It's like 2-star or 1-star, right? Or even 2.5-star, right? I get hit by this. I get hit by this, right? Until I get 3-star.
Oh God. I think not me, not so much. My
Okay.
dad tried having the
Yeah,
belt
yeah.
and the
Oh my god, the
slippers.
bell. Well, the belt is like
Yeah,
a
the flying
SSR item,
slippers
eh.
also
Oh,
bad.
slippers also. All the SSR items. It's like
Yeah, they only did it once, but that's really traumatic because I was like a child. Like,
I know, right?
you
I know,
know.
right? I know, right? And for
And
yeah,
when I was an adult, I reach adulthood, I did ask him about that. Like, why did you use this? Blah, when you're brave enough to ask. So they were like, no, actually, we just tried that and we regretted doing that.
oh, at least yours
That's
regret
what they.
leh. Mine didn't even regret. Didn't even apologize. Just beat me.
Well, they didn't apologize, but they did say it's kind of regretful because it felt pain emotionally than physical pain. But I got hit by the, I don't know, I don't know if the English term for that in Filipino
Mm.
it's how it's used for cleaning,
Mm, 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 mm.
but instead of cleaning, it's like they use that to hit you.
Oh, damn it. I
Um,
think Asians
I'll
are very
just type
creative,
in
right?
the
For like their weapon of
yeah.
choice.
Try googling Wallis.
Wallis?
Wallis. Yeah.
How to spell?
Walis.
Oh my god.
You know that? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
this
got
one. This is the magical fan, This is the at Intel one. You know Maple Story, the
yeah.
Korean fan, right? The Filipino use this one.
Yeah. Oh
Wow,
my
the
god. I
mythic
got hit
80s.
that many
This
times even
is
my grandma.
is mythic weapon. You got refine, right? Max
Wait,
refine.
wait, the other one, the one that
Which one?
has long sticks, long
This one.
sticks.
Wow, this is a tier 5 one, right? The,
No, third row,
the
third
third
row.
row. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
This one.
No, that one.
The
Yeah,
the
that
purple
one.
one, right? SSR, this one. The Raiden, this is the
Yeah.
Raiden item one. The
Oh my
Electro
god,
Wallis.
the broom.
Electro
Yeah,
Wallis
I
Tumble.
remember. I got hit by that so much.
Oh
It
my
broke.
god.
Oh my god, that was so painful.
Wow, eh. So your parents never repair the weapon, they still used to
I
beat
know.
you, then the weapon spoil. You know you play game, right? If you never repair the item before you use, right? You beat 1 or 2 times, then the thing spoil. Oh my god. Help lah.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
we learned early on how to contribute in household chores
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah. We should like right up here. We should do a weapons of punishment tier list. We're gonna rank the Asian discipline weapon. Then you're gonna tell us about this Electro Wally Stumble. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow, I can't believe like this episode. I think we too long never talk, right? Then we keep digressing. Then we become yeah. So anyway, okay, we'll wrap up this one first. So what's the takeaway?
Takeaway.
Yeah. From
Yeah,
this,
follow house rules.
follow house rules, and
Um,
I think fine. I think
be
the whole fine thing is a very good thing.
be adult enough to follow house rules
Yeah,
and
yeah,
as
yeah.
well as tidy. Oh my god, be a
Tidy.
tidy person.
Yeah, and always respect the whoever's house, because I feel like whoever owns the place really gets to set the rules, and I mean they have the right lah. So as a decent human being, we should learn to live by their rules, and try to not do things that put yourself in this situation like that. I think it's quite ugly for having the sister, to do such a thing, to scream and shout and force her to leave, and then she needs to cry. Yeah, so I guess that's that. Okay. So anyway, we'll be taking a short break, then we'll come back later ish. Yeah. Okay, actually short break.
Yes.
Okay.
Short
Okay.
break.
I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Wow, 40 minutes Okay, okay. Wow, okay. Parents and sister are not a-holes, but takeaway is that the consequences have to mean enough. Yeah, I think the fine thing is really good, because I feel it doesn't really... it's serious enough, right, for her to take things seriously. Yeah. And because the sister could have not taken the fine seriously and just like not pay if she doesn't. But I'm really glad she took it seriously lah. Then things turn out the
Yeah.
way it is now. Yeah. And yeah, actually we really do have a lot of things. We need a list of all these like random right off react things that we are gonna do. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyway, we can take a short break lah. Then we can go on to the next one. You can choose the second topic, because I actually I later, right, I invited this person. She has been blessing my Nikkei rose. I don't know if she's on stream or not. You on stream or not? Arisa. I haven't been
Oh,
scolding her. Yeah,
Arisa.
yeah, cause she has been helping me with getting Nikkei SSR. Fuck yeah! I saved my rose. So yeah,
Did you get crown?
I got crown.
Oh, good job. I got
Yes.
her max level. Why?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I need her to help me to get crown to tier 2 at least. Say I change 200 ticket. Yeah, crown is a worthy. Hey, will you buy the skin? What's your take on the skin? The skin is a bit skimpy, right? I don't know.
Well, I don't buy a Nikkei, so
Oh yeah,
no.
yeah.
But if I were to whale, I would go for
If it's topless
I would
Al
go
Hitam,
for
you
Marianne.
oh, Marian skin. Oh, I thought you were gonna say if it's a topless Al Hitam skin, you would.
A topless I'll hide on skin.
Yeah.
Like, it's practically topless. What do you mean?
Yeah. Then you get it lah. Yeah. So
Wait,
I.
did you see the
Mm. Hmm?
did you see the acrylic where it's a topless Dottore
No. Who is the
acrylic,
Tory?
and then they put oh sorry, Dottore is like one of the Patui harbingers in Genshin. But anyway,
Anyway.
the
Yes.
the acrylic was like he's topless, and they put another layer of acrylic, and he got clothes. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that.
Wow, it feels so wrong, but I think it's really good fan service, to be honest. And Penguin actually have a really interesting question for Chili, and I would like
What?
Chili to answer as well.
Topless Ayato, I'll hide them, Novelet, and the Tori. Oh, that's so hard. Ayato. What Ayato? Ayato, I'll hide them.
To be honest, I think with the amount of like
God.
handsome mans, right, that Genshin have, right, they just need to make a male version of Nikkei in Genshin with Genshin characters, right? I think the girls will spend money. Eh, what thing is being recorded?
No, 11. What happened?
I don't know.
Eh?
Got some sound. What thing is being recorded? Eh? I don't know. Eh? Awkward silence. Don't know. Oh, Chili inside Zoom. Jialat, you see Chili mute already. Help me tell Chili I go toilet. I go toilet first, then we do part 2. Oh, no more part 2. You see Chili mute now. What's the link? Let me join. Oh my god. Hey, we can continue later. Chili. It's chili. Go back to work first. Well, now we are just waiting. Chili. Well, I went to eat lozenges. Surprisingly, I never coughed just now. I actually, did you watch the mental health expert video? I haven't watched. Today has been quite a productive day for me, so I actually just came back from work 10 plus lah. Then shower, then play Nikkei dailies while waiting for chili, then podcast, then now. Yeah, maybe later I watch, or now nothing to do, now also can watch lah. I thought chili typing, wait lah. How are things going with my medication? I don't know I think the medicine make me quite steam sometimes. But I actually wanted to tell my doctor to switch me off Prozac for something else, but my doctor asked me to try. And I think he kept us. I mean, I was advised to increase the dosage lah, which I feel it makes me feel more steam. Like I searched, there's this term called brain fog. It's a real thing apparently. I was searching like, you know, the whole steamy feeling, cannot focus, kind of thing. Then I don't know, it just felt like my brain is not working lah. Aiyo. There is this Prozac brain fog thing. Long COVID. Yeah, of course I'm taking Prozac now ma.
Hello.
Yes. You're back. Welcome back. Do you manage to
No,
leave?
actually, I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't be there. Like I was like, I don't have any question. I thought it was a training that I can do offline.
Okay.
Yeah, and then suddenly they pulled me into a live one. I was like, why am I here? I was asking like people.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, well. That's why I was like, oh, what is that recording? I was like, what? I'm surprised you actually heard that.
Yeah. Recording in progress. You know the stupid bot, recording in progress. I mean, I always go Zoom meeting now lah. So
yes, I panicked.
I think close to 1 year. Close to 1 year now. Cause last year my birthday, then I start on Prozac. So anyway, Chili, we can do another episode, and then because this Arisa, right, she want to sleep at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. means she sleep, right?
Okay.
You sleep 2 a.m. right? So I need to hire her to help me. So we finish one more episode, then she will be performing for me. You come
so
stream, but you wait. I talk finish. Last episode, yeah, we will do one quick episode, and after that, she'll be performing her buff lah. So she got this buff that helps me get SSR. So far lah. So our deal is if I get SSR, I don't scold her, cause she's the kind of person that deserve to be scolded lah. Sometimes, most of the times. If no, we shut off. Yes, I mean, how much is those? Everyday, oh? Everyday 10 mg, oh? A tablet every day, a capsule every day.
Oh, I finished my one bottle of ashwagandha, and it's been like about more than a week. And I haven't taken them because I have to take a break in between. And I feel like I'm experiencing withdrawal symptoms.
Hey, by the way, right, the two story that you see, right? Sorry, I was just looking at the story. Which one is more interesting? If you were to choose one, the dressing up or sanity check?
I think the questionable group costume.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can.
Dressing up, yeah.
Let's go. Okay, I start already. Cause later she sleep, then I all my roll how, my crown how. Okay. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So we're back from our break in right off react. Okay, chilly. Okay, so my turn to read.
Back.
We're back, yes.
Yes.
And right now we will be talking about this interesting topic, right? Am I the asshole for dressing up in a questionable group costume per my friend's request? Okay, mood spoiler, happy ending. Oh, okay. So my best friend for about 7 years, we'll call him Derek, is a little person. What is a little person, yeah? He has 3 little brothers. Oh my god, why I little 3 who are all little people, and they are so comfortable with their little lives, and love making little jokes about their little height. I have somewhat of a dark sense of humor, but was uncomfortable joining them in the little jokes until I really got to know them, and they assured me that it was okay. Okay, I know where this is going really. Anyway, there was a costume party for our mutual friend's birthday where everyone was supposed to be movie characters. So Derek and his little brothers came to me and asked if I would be comfortable dressing up as Willy Wonka while they all dress up as Oompa Loompas. I said sure, and we went to the party. We got a few looks, but nobody said anything at the party. Well, this morning I woke up to a bunch of texts calling me a horrible person for doing that and insinuating I made a suggestion for the group costume. Oh my god. No matter what I said, in my defense, get blasted back at me as doubling down on my ignorance. Usually in this case, I ignore it because I try not to let other people's perception of me bother me. But with the amount of people messaging me, I'm just kind of overwhelmed. So, am I the asshole? Chili, am I the asshole for wanting to be Willy Wonka? And it's not me who recruited the Oompa Loompas. It's the Oompa Loompas recruit me, bro. His little Derek, this little person, you know, when I read, right, he sounds a bit weird already. I'm sorry for laughing. I don't know little Derek nor his little brothers, but to be honest, I feel it's just a cute thing that they are doing lah. I mean, they embrace this thing they have, and to them it might be a little problem. It's not a big problem, and then they just kind of use it to their advantage, you know.
He's not the asshole.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
Technically, he's the one recruited, right? And the other people just can't take it.
Yeah, they're just jealous because
Yeah.
they don't have Oompa Loompas. Only this OP have. Hey, Chili, you don't bastard, you laugh. Chili.
I'm sorry.
Oompa Loompa. Okay, you know. Okay, I feel it's funny lah. Like, I mean, if I have friends, okay, I don't know. Okay, this might be a bit sidetrack. So you know that time we went to AFA, right? So in Singapore, we have cosplay conventions and such. So there's this person who is wheelchair bounded. So this person always comes, you know, goes to like the convention also lah. And then this person dressed up also dressed up in cosplay. So one of the time where I saw this person, right, he made the wheelchair look like a car. You know, Initial D lah. So there's this anime in manga called Initial D. So the main character is this guy with a car. Obviously, it's a car, like, it's a car show, man. So this guy, his dad is a tofu man. Yeah. So anyway, not sidetrack. Long story short, he used that wheelchair as part of his cosplay also. I mean, it's not that he's using the wheelchair to cosplay. It's just that he has a disability, and then. But the thing is, he's not letting that disability getting into his way of cosplaying and enjoying the event, right? I wouldn't think it's anyone's fault. It's same as this. They are little people, so what? And they enjoy being Oompa Loompas, what? And just nice is his best friend, eh? Why he cannot recruit this best friend to be a Willy Wonka? Right? Yeah. So I feel that's what I feel lah, which is why I shared the story, because I feel like I think to some extent they are just they're just they embraced, you know, this certain trait of theirs, right? Be it, you know, disability or whatever like people call it, and then they were just using that to their advantage. I mean, I wouldn't say advantage, like, it's just I'm short, then I cosplay a short character, or, you know, that kind. Yeah. So what do you think, Chili?
It's okay. I'm exposed to that kind of environment. Like, you just have to guess which character. You have to, like, guess which character they're cosplaying.
What? Guess which character?
Sometimes it.
Okay, so if a little people, right? Wait. If a little people cosplay as Avatar, right? You call them Smurf, ah? Oh, you laugh, ah? You laugh, you lose. Chili. Chili.
You're so mean.
No, if they cosplay as Avatar, you call them Smurf, man. Why guess me?
Oh my god.
Oh, we're gonna get cancelled, ah. It cannot laugh, Chili cannot laugh. Till we get cancelled.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are sorry. Sorry, they're avatars. They ride on a bird. You know the movie
That's why I don't assume on cosplays. I always ask, like, hey. Good costume, like that. And sorry, and then you will say, who are you cosplaying again? You know, I just want. Can you introduce yourself? Sometimes I do that. Like, hey, good costume. Would you like to introduce yourself as your character? Like that.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You know, speaking of this, right? Sidetrack also. Keep sidetracking. You know, in Haikyuu, have you watched Haikyuu? Because I recently went to
Dojima. But I
Dojima.
haven't finished. Yeah.
So there's this character, what? So this person cosplay as this character. This guy cosplay as this character. Then when I saw him, right, I call him Child. Childed. from Genshin.
Oh god, no. The orange dude.
Yeah, the orange dude. Look like.
I forgot his name.
Huh? I don't know. I just know he's the Haikyuu guy.
His name.
Yeah. I mean, it's all fun and stuff lah. I mean, until I feel right in our society, until like someone have a disability or things like this happen, and then they like I wouldn't say attack lah, because to these people, right, you see, these people thinks that this guy is ignorant, and then this guy is ignorant and want to take advantage of the Oompa Loompa people. That's why. But they don't know, like, the Oompa Loompa and Willy Wonka together one gang one. Yeah.
But that's actually a good cosplay. I know all of them. The ones that is directly involved are not offended by it. But the people around them, it is. It's the people around them who thinks it's actually offensive. It's their problem, not because they can take a fun time. Like Derek's friends here doesn't take it into offense. They find it humorous and funny to go on that costume, you know, and they think they were perfect. They didn't even think that the one who's going to costume Willy Wonka would be in trouble. They just think that it would be fun because they're friends, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, but the beauty of it is, right, you know, Oompa Loompas are very naughty. They really got, that's why they really got Willy Wonka into trouble. They got the cosplay right. Oh no, Willy Wonka. And okay, so I screw up just now to read, right? I think the OP is very confused when this OP, right, actually, you know, the title is like dressing up in a questionable group costume, as per my friend request. I mean, okay, I feel that he or she's a poor thing lah. And I think that they were, to be honest, maybe that day they were just having some fun, like you said, and like, yeah, it's a shame that people took it the wrong way, to be honest. And let me cover also the relevant comments. Yes, Emmy said they not dress up as character, but getting the character. Yes, the naughty Oompa Loompas. Yeah.
Yes.
I like the new Wonka. I think it's quite nice. Okay, what is... Oh, not the asshole. Relevant comments. I assume you were dressing up like characters from the 1971 movies, so I don't see the problem. It was your friend's idea, you see? And he was obviously comfortable with it. And people ask about the complaints. So OP mentioned like most of them are accusing me of it being my idea, and I pressured them into it. Yeah. And only 2 or 3 others are saying that in general the costume is offensive, right? And on how bad dark jokes are, so that's the other one, right? Nothing like that. I'll admit I made the jokes with Derek and his brothers are the darkest joke I make, but otherwise it's mostly picking humor out of my personal tragedies. My family likes it because it helps with grief, and I guess it's not all that dark because I've been told that it's dark humor before. Yeah. Okay, I read the update first. Wow. Okay. First, I would like to make some clarifications since I didn't mention them in the original post. I am a 22M and Derek is 21 and is the second youngest of his brother. We were specifically dressed from the 1971 movies with Gene Wilder, and Derek and his brothers were the only little people at the party. I had around 30 texts complaining about the costumes. All of them people I barely know or just have met at a party, which had about 150 to 200 people. Oh my god, that's the worst. Out of those, only 3 were saying that Willy Wonka in general is offensive, and the rest were accusing me of forcing the idea and wouldn't believe me when I told them that it wasn't my idea. So anyways, onto the update. A couple of minutes after I posted the story, I got a call from Derek. He said that he had received some texts from the people from the party regarding the costume, telling him that they were messaging me to get me to apologize to him for my ignorance, to which he informed them it was his idea. He then told them what happened. Apparently his younger brother, will call him Ethan. Oh my god, Ethan! Damn, son! Wasn't wanting to be an Oompa Loompa for the party, but got roped in by the idea by the others before coming to me and had made a passing comment about it during the party. His comment was taken as all 4 of them were unhappy with the costume. Oh no, you always have to have one Oompa Loompa that fuck it up, right? Or what spread it and got chili, why you laugh? And got twisted into it being my idea. Yeah, Oompa Loompa.
Get into this character too deep, dude.
Yeah, it's too deep, man. I am into this Oompa Loompa thing also. Basically, it was a huge misunderstanding. Ethan called me a few minutes after I got off the phone with Derek and apologized for getting me into that situation. He told me that he had bought a separate costume that he was wanting to wear for the party, only to be told Derek had already bought for Oompa Loompa's costume. I couldn't read it. I'm sorry. Okay, I wouldn't want to say Derek is an asshole, but I think Ethan is quite a poor thing. You see this Ethan very cute. He already bought the costume, right? Like in his mind, right, he want to be something already. Then this Derek tell him, right, oh, cannot, bro, I bought 4 Oompa Loompa. We gonna be fucking Oompa Loompas. And the worst thing is, right, Ethan cannot refund the costume. The store is an asshole lah. The store is the asshole for not accepting the refund. Okay, so anyway, he figured that he would save the separate costume for Halloween. He said someone came out and asked him about the costumes, and he answered honestly, but didn't think his comment would have caused anything, especially at the end of since the end of the comment reiterated that he was having a good time. So Derek, Ethan, and his brothers all came to my defense. Oompa Loompa to defense! And while nobody was sending me demeaning texts has apologized, they have officially stopped the text. Well, people jump to conclusion. Anyway, thanks for the support. Yeah. As I said, the original post, I tried to ignore people's negative opinion of me, but 30 people was a lot, and I was just so overwhelmed. I think I would be too. That I thought maybe I did do something wrong. Glad to know the whole situation was just a mixed up. Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
Well.
You know, why movie and books are offensive to little people? Like, I don't think so. It's just like a character. What? Why would it be offensive? I mean, yeah lor. It's just little people. I think people took it jumped to conclusion from this, and then maybe Ethan was quite sad. But Ethan didn't stir shit also. Ethan enjoyed himself, but I think the person who started stirring shit hears what he wants to hear and try to be a righteous asshole. Yeah.
I don't know. My takeaway on this is don't jump into conclusions and don't assume. Because people tend to do that most of the time, especially if you're like in the internet always and believing all that stuff immediately. And I think it's a difference in perspective. Like, how would I say it? Like, did they dress up on their own as Oompa Loompas? Who would want? I mean, people would think that no one would want to be dressed up intentionally as Oompa Loompas.
Why not?
In the first place.
Oompa Loompas is damn high.
Why?
Yeah, why not?
Exactly, but
means people look down on Oompa Loompa. Right?
Well, that's part of it. But imagine if you're like a normal person with a normal height and you dress up as Oompa Loompa, you would immediately think, oh, this person is cosplaying Oompa Loompa. But you're like, if it's extra specially either good or bad to small people, because little people, if they do that, because they match it the same.
No,
it's not like they're cosplaying at all.
No, actually,
that's what I think it's because of that.
Because it's too real. Because you see, if tall people, right, were to cosplay as Oompa Loompa, right, I would have think that they are Orange Hawk. Chili.
It's too real.
I would have think that they are Orange Hawk. You know the Incredible Hulk, right? Cause Oompa Loompa orange color in the new movie. They update the color already.
Yeah.
Bruh, yeah, I would have thought that they are Orange Hawk. So we really, maybe the takeaway is never trust a Oompa Loompa. As per the show. Okay, so anyway, jokes and everything aside, right? Okay, I think Penguin shared some light regarding why the 1971 movie is generally offensive or known to be offensive, because Willy Wonka is white and then the Oompa Loompas are a different race or class, and basically slavery, marginalization, etc. themes in the original story. So anyway, not the asshole from Penguin takeaway from this situation is a commentary about society that we should take a minute to step back and pause and give people grace until you know the whole situation and can better assess what's steady. And I remain firm on never trusting a Oompa Loompas. Okay, I mean jokes aside, like everything aside, I feel like okay, I think if it's not such a big event, right, I don't think he would have the need to go out there and explain himself. Yeah. But I think I like, you know, the Oompa Loompas come and defend him. I mean, I really like the ending lah, like the ending scene, like the 4 Oompa Loompas come back and defend him on the story. So I think that's really sweet of them. So I guess, right, Oompa Loompas could be trusted after all. They are just a bit naughty, yeah. Just like the story, Maybe they are still in character. We don't know. Yeah. Hey, whose sound is that? Is that Chili? See, Chili is gone, Chili.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
Why Chili is muted? Yeah.
No, I opened the mod. Sorry about
Hey,
that.
no worries. Okay, so I guess we are. I mean, I think it's a sweet story lah in the end. It was quite sad that the OOP was put through this whole thing about people attacking him. Yeah, a bit uncalled for, I feel. Yeah, and I hope people can be kinder. I feel like if you see cosplays like that, right, if you do know better, you shouldn't assume. Yeah, right. No grown man can force 4 Oompa Loompas to be Oompa Loompas. They need to know that because it's not like, okay, this might sound inappropriate lah. It's not like you convinced a less intellectual person to do certain things, or like this person is intellectually challenged, right? Then you got this person to dress up as something that may be offensive, but you are using that person to, I don't know lah, make it look better or what lah, I'm not sure. Yeah, but in this case it's like they are of a sound mind and they can make their own decision, and yeah, just let them do what they want lah. Just stop putting your ass in everything. Yeah, or not, don't shit on it, shit everywhere. I think, yeah, that's all. Okay. Happy ending, guess, and and that's it for now. I'm gonna go to Nikki. This is gonna be in the podcast. I'm gonna put on stream later. So we will just wrap up here, and I guess if there's nothing, then we'll see you guys in the next week. Bye.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully next week. Bye.
Bye. Yes. Oompa Loompa. No 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 no. No. Actually, I think they're quite nice.
Actually,
to be honest,
I forgot the story about that already. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's been a while. Like, it was 1970s, and
I didn't watch the 1970s one, but I watched the I watched the 2004 one. 2024. But that was my favorite book, by the way. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, there is. Wonka came out as a remake. The guy from Dune did it. Lisa Al Gaib. Yeah, he became Willy Wonka.
Oh wait, what?
Lisa Al Gaib. Lisa Al. What Timothy?
Timothy Chalamet.
What Chalamet? It's Lisa Al Gaib. Lisa Al Gaib.
Really? You said Wonka 2023. Oh, 20.
No, Lisa Al Gaib.
Who's Lisa?
Lisa Al Gaib. No, that's his name. As the prophet in Dune. You go watch Dune?
Dune.
Why you don't sound impressed?
Oh.
Yes, my favorite book. My favorite all time. Huh?
I haven't watched it yet. That's why.
Okay. I watched Dune twice and I fell asleep lah. And I watched Dune 2, right? It felt so weird to me, cause I don't know. It made me felt stupid lah. It made me feel like I don't understand the show, because I think it was not as nice as the reviews are saying. Maybe because I don't know how to appreciate, I'm not sure. Actually, I think I don't know how to appreciate lah. It's like when you're young, right? You drink beer, then everyone say beer is damn nice, but